If it bleeds, we can kill it. Or, if it loads, we can play it. Predator was an absolutely fantastic movie from the 1980s. Loads of action, loads of explosions, loads of big sweary words. It was what 80s action movies were all about. And given that this was indeed the 1980s, it was inevitable that an adaptation of the film would appear on the home micros. And this is the Commodore 64 version you see before your very eyes. And please, do not adjust your viewing angle or volume. This game does look and sound as bad as this. Thankfully, the annoying sound does disappear. But then you are left in silence. A peaceful time to reflect on one's life choices. It's even silent enough for meditation purposes. But this is a game based on a hit action movie. There should be gunshots, explosions, loud catchy tunes. Anything but this. The atmosphere in this game is akin to that of a dentist's waiting room, and the playability is pretty much the same. The gameplay is a slow slog of torture as you merely run from left to right in front of some supposedly recreated iconic set pieces of the movie, which I still struggle to identify some 30 odd years later. Normally Ocean snap up movie licenses, but this travesty is the responsibility of Activision, a once mighty game producer that had been reduced to producing cheap tat like this. What a fall from grace. Unfortunately, this thing was all too common in those days. Games based on movies would often be huge disappointments. Dull games with very little effort or energy put into them. But did that stop us kids from playing them back in those days? Did it heck? The only reason I had this game was because it appeared in the in-crowd compilation for the Commodore 64. I don't ever recall this game being in, but there you have it. The reason it may have been included was because, believe it or not, this game scored pretty highly in magazines. I think Zap64 gave this game 91%. Those dudes must have been smoking crack when they played it. Predator is a perfect example of the kind of sloppy coding and blatant disregard software houses had towards their market. Games were often rubbish at best, but still get shipped out in their thousands, and us game crazy kids snapped them up. We didn't know any better back then, but there was still a huge amount of us who could spot a stinker at 1,000 bytes. And this game was right up there. By the time this game came out in the Commodore 64, the machine was beginning to look like its best days had come and gone. Visually, most of the games looked dreadful, much like Predator. The sea of bland greys and drab greens was an assault on the eyes. The poorly animated sprites all moved jankily, and it looked like they were running on treacle. Everything just moved so damn slow. The controls are unresponsive as well, I felt, and still do. The entire thing was done to the smallest budget possible and then shipped out to the public at full price. Thankfully, those days are gone, for the most part, but you do still get games that are as buggy as hell and clearly unfinished. Cyberpunk 2077, or so I have heard. The only saving grace with Predator is that it's a short game, but it is not an enjoyable game. It's a real chore playing it, and it's a game I recommend you avoid at all costs. I don't often cover Commodore 64 games, and it's not because I don't enjoy them. I still play several of them, and some of my best childhood memories often involved a Commodore 64. But it's the sheer lack of game length that prevents me from making videos about them. It's tough to get 10 minutes for a video for a game, when that game only lasts about 5 minutes. But I do try, and I will try and make some more videos on the little 8-bit micro. And that was my look back at Predator on the Commodore 64. If you like this video, then please do give me a sub and a thumbs up, or maybe even a comment or two below about your memories of Predator the game or the movie. And as always, a massive thank you to all of those who have subscribed and commented on my channel. And that's all from me, folks. Thanks for watching.